And welcome to Cooper and Company on a very happy morning, I do have to say. 62 degrees out there this morning. Let's go to the kitchen with Big Hat.
Hey. Senor. Oh, today's my first day not being in politics. Yeah! Thank you. Big crowd here this morning. Well, thank everybody. I am toast. I am done. Stick a fork in me. I'm out of here.
Done.
And it's lip-smacking, jaw-jacking Jeffrey Scott Mathews this morning. How's your mama?
Mama is good today. I'd like to wish everyone a happy day. It's National Soup Month.
Hang on, we'll get back to that, Senor, in just a second. Bob Labbe and here's Zach.
That's kind of like a mixture of Mexican and European accent there. I wasn't sure what that was.
Bobby got his Charlie Sheen shirt on this morning, and Donnie Huddleston
got my 2.5 man shirt on today.
It's about to become the Donnie Huddleston show. He's been up here so much. I think he's sleeping up here every night.
I would agree. I found out there was a spot open in the probate judges, so I crossed your name out, so I had to buy cards. Don Huddleston, probate judge.
Gosh.
They said you was going to run for something before it's over with. Zach, how you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? Feeling good?
Feeling good, Jamie.
Yeah, well, Zach's got his own special commercial spot running. We'll run that in just a little bit, too. So what are you cooking now?
Today we're going to have tortilla
You going to
soup.
talk like this the whole thing?
Trying to get into character like Garland did.
Well, we're having tall for a Mexican.
Today we're having tortilla soup. I am a lot taller than you in the show. Okay, just trying to get into character
That's a big
today.
head.
You know what they say?
You got a big head?
Big head. We're having tortilla soup. Pretty good little recipe my wife puts together right here. I'll kind of go over a few little old things as the show gets going. That was a short answer, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a real short answer, yeah. Yes, today I'm going to be rather calm. Tony's on the phone. Frank's in there also. It's 1-230-4988. I'm going to stay calm, keep my blood pressure down today. We're going to get Zach fired up in a little bit, get him cranked up on something, and go from there. And we'll talk all about that just a little bit. Hey, y'all ain't heard? It's supposed to rain, ain't it?
Was that my cue? 62 degrees out there. Let's quickly go over the weather because it's Thursday. I don't know how quiet they can all be in here this morning. But 62 right now feels pretty good. And yes, there is still rain in the forecast. Those thunderstorms today, 64. So it's not going to warm up much more. Tomorrow, 54 for your high, 33 with still rain in the forecast. But the weekend is going to be beautiful.
Yay.
Looky there. Yay. And of course, there is an article. What does it say? Jamie didn't give it to me. Round 2, heavy rain, more flooding likely. Yes, the rain is here.
Why do you get to blame for everything?
When I give you articles that are laying over there on your assigned seat, you're supposed to read them before we come on.
Haven't you learned to keep doing what I say by now?
Basically what it's saying, expect 2 to 3 inches of rain today and tonight. Debris, rain everywhere.
Yeah.
Floods there, Charlie.
Flooded, yeah.
And you even got on bowling shoes.
Charlie.
Yeah, almost. It flooded over by my house the other day. My goodness gracious, right down the street, just a mile down the street.
Rain, water everywhere.
Yeah.
Speaking of being flooded, we kind of been flooded up here lately, ain't we, Donnie?
Oh, gosh. You know what? I had a good night's sleep last night, though.
I did
wake up
too.
thinking about all this stuff.
I did too. But let's go again. Adam Smith with the News Courier. Adam's done a super job. Called me again yesterday. And I said, Adam, don't tell me you're going to put this on the front page again. So anyway, yes, let's get it over with. I'm out of here.
Wow.
Formally. I mean, I'm officially out now. Officially.
Are we sure?
And some of the quotes in here you can read this morning. We'll talk about them later. I just said I'm glad that the, what was the line there, Zach? The Mansell campaign knocked me out early.
Said, you're out of here.
Get out of here.
You look like LSU in a national championship game.
Or, wait a minute. Or did someone say, get out of here? That's what.
Hey, can I ask something, though? You were talking the other day you were going to sell the cards. If I can get your signature, I can get about $20. If I get Gloria's signature, I think I can get $800. So if y'all just sign these cards, I'll just...
Don't give him one. That'll chew it up. I ain't got but about 4,000.
Well, he's got it now.
He ain't got but about 4.
Hey, looks like Judge Master down there. You up.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Speaking of that, coming up on the show tomorrow, y'all want to tune in. Special guest tomorrow, Judge Don Mansell. City Judge Don Mansell will be here tomorrow with us. Believe it or not, yes, it will be good. They come in peace.
That's right.
They will be here tomorrow. I guess Gary Clem will be with him and Douglas Patterson.
Nice meeting him yesterday.
Yeah, they were good guys. I mean, now that they came in peace yesterday, and
Apparently, there was a third party giving two
some
people
false
different information.
Got misunderstood. And they are not requesting the 306
Free
hours
airtime.
a week of airtime that we were going to have to give them. So they will be up here tomorrow.
The paper should have mentioned that,
They did. They have bound for
that you guys offered the free airtime to him.
We did offer the free airtime.
Right, you did offer the
And
free
he
airtime, and it
understood,
wasn't
too.
mentioned in the paper.
My line in there with Adam at the Curve says, this got ugly and brutal in a hurry. My political consultant there informed us that, and it was correct every time.
That's politics. You know, someone asked me to run for mayor for Madison several years ago. I said, are you kidding? There's no way.
Mayor
no
Bob.
way.
Way
Mayor
too
Bob.
many skeletons.
Well, no, not just that. It's just, you know, people are brutal, and I just don't want to put up with it.
Brutal?
Yeah.
I wasn't even in 2 weeks. I started 2 weeks ago. And matter of fact, saw Jason when I was up there the last Friday,
Signing in.
Jason making a visit here this morning. And doggone it, now I thought I was out Tuesday. They called and you're still in. I said, why? Why? I don't want to be.
No.
You didn't see my press conference, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. Well,
I laughed.
But I certainly have heard about it.
why you laugh about that?
It's pretty funny. I mean, you said you could go back and do some comedy. I mean, I read that. What was it, Sunday's paper?
Yeah.
So you definitely did.
Yeah, well, I told
You said you had everybody there. Bob was there. We were all at the press conference.
Yeah.
I was in 2 spots.
Yeah, y'all just didn't know about it. Y'all were here. It was a packed house.
What did didn't somebody say, I didn't know they was up there?
Yeah, it
I
was
massive crew
Doug
up there.
yourself say, yeah.
Oh, my.
I didn't know.
They were going to be on the show.
I'm
today.
sorry to
that's
see
all
your
you're supposed to
political
read.
career ended
Yeah,
so
it's
quickly.
ended. It is ended. Ended.
I think Zorro basically says it's all ripped up. He's ripped that card up.
I told you he was going to do
He
that.
shredded you to pieces.
Yeah, he shredded me to pieces.
That's becoming a common factor with you.
All right, let's talk about one of my all-time greatest football player in the history. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Me?
The history of
Yes.
football.
He's going to
Oh,
say,
it must be Drew Brees.
Broadway.
Go
Drew
with
Brees.
it. In a new HBO documentary, ESPN Susie Kobler talks about public for the first time about a drunken Joe Namath memorably saying on there that he wanted to, quote, kiss her. We all remember that night. She says it was obviously pretty quickly that Namath was not ready for prime time that night in '03. I felt like, Joe, he's in trouble. Let's get out of this. The people in the booth didn't think there was nothing wrong with it until he said those famous words. He was on the sidelines among the Jets being honored on a Saturday night game on ESPN. Y'all all remember this.
I saw it.
I was watching it. Namath, in what became a famous TV sports moment, slurred to her, I want to kiss you, adding that he couldn't care less about what was happening with the Jets team.
Well,
he must have been under the
not
influence
that
for
she's
sure.
unattractive, but I think I would have chosen someone better looking to say that to.
I don't
than I would
know.
Joe.
I don't know, Bob. I wouldn't be too bad a person to kiss.
She said
never let that go,
he's really a good guy, and he was having a bad moment that happened to be captured on national television. Namath said the HBO film made him realize he needed to work on his drinking problem. I feel awful about what I exposed her to that night.
Oh, my.
You were recognized the other night in a restaurant, weren't you?
I was?
Yeah.
Weren't you?
Yeah, I thought he was too.
I don't know. Why don't you show the video? Obviously, you got.
No, we don't have no.
No, it's
I'm
true.
just
It
asking, didn't you
happened.
meet
Oh, yeah, I sure did. Married his son. I sure did. Sure did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have no video. What do you think I'm going to pull?
Well, no, I just.
Yeah.
You think I
Hey,
pulled something?
How many years have I been over
past.
here? How many years have I been over here? Over what, 12, 10,
10 or
12 years?
12, yeah.
Okay, so, no, well, actually longer.
No, we
than
did
that.
that in Florence, so.
Since
Did the
99?
Florence first. You know, there's no telling what you guys have or have made up. So I'm
No,
always
we
careful.
Bobby, we've been in politics. We ain't had time to think about you. We're thinking about ourselves.
You know, that's a key right there. You've been in politics.
Well, it was a
I've
good.
done that.
I'm shot. I mean,
Shortest campaign in Limestone County history.
You
Well,
made history after all.
it could have been. I want to thank the News Courier for covering me so exclusively.
You had fun with Adam, didn't you?
Yeah, Adam was great, writing all that stuff. Don't call me no more. I'm sick. I'm done. Again, Judge Don Mansell will be our special guest tomorrow. Peace has been made.
That's
From
right.
country rover to politics. That's what the
Over,
music's going to look like.
Rover.
Before we talk about this, I met some good voters yesterday over at Publix. Said they were going my way. One of them was your aunt. Let's got that picture of Zach. What's her name?
Elizabeth Hyatt, we call her Polly.
Call her Polly. There
And
she is.
I gotta say hi. If I say hi to her, I gotta say hi to my mama, my Aunt Linda, my Aunt Margie. You know
I
Margie.
know Margie and
So
Ray
I gotta.
well.
If I missed some aunt and uncles, hey, how y'all?
I know a lot of.
That's a good-looking photo, but it's like the battle of the high hairs on those two.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh,
She-
yo, whoa.
Hers hair looks good. Now, her hair looks good.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's not watching this morning. She was going to get her hair done today at 6 a.m.
Oh,
I said hairdressers
6
are
o'clock.
open.
I didn't know about
No,
that.
6:30. She said, oh, no,
Oh, wow.
6:30. I'm saying hairdressers are open at 6:30 in the morning?
Who would get up to get their hair done that early?
No.
Aunt Polly.
Who would do their hair anyway? Yesterday, I visited the probate judge office. Stan McDonald, probate judge now, my friend, met with him yesterday. Here's a shoulder shot of me and him. See, probate judge behind there.
Jamie's over there touching the
that could have
braille.
been my office. And then here's a shot of me by the seal outside. That could have been me. See what you limestone counties are missing out on. That's the way it could have been.
Wait a minute, is that you or is that Buddy Holly?
I got to say hello to Wendy.
That's my friend, Wendy.
Wendy, she sure is your friend.
Wendy Brown.
And Dan's daughter.
Whitney.
Whitney,
yeah. Auburn fan, you know.
She's all right though. They're Auburn, but his sister and her family's Alabama. That's who I get my Alabama tickets from.
Okay. And then
nephew.
we have a picture of Zach's twin. I don't know if Zach did that thing the other day. So we got a picture of Zach's twin. Brad, you got that one too?
Are you ready?
I don't know.
Show me Zorro.
Zorro.
You might want to run now.
Zorro. He's looking. He's wondering. He knows pretty
So there he is, Zach. That's kind of like that thing that you did that
Hey,
lip
Uncle
smacking
Zach, I
did.
got your back.
Jeff has it going in the kitchen.
It's going well in the kitchen.
Is it?
So you like that one answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going very well. I'll let you come back over and talk in a few minutes.
Whoa, what happened to the
We're a
accent
directing
there?
show.
Pepe Le Pew?
you know,
that'd be
I had to lose it.
All right.
French.
I know you probably going to this. Did you get tickets to go see Seinfeld?
No, I did not.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Gold magazine just won a hustle time. So let's do a little quiz here. Everybody familiar with Seinfeld?
Yeah, I got all the seasons of it.
You got them all. What is anti-dentite?
It's where the dentist was telling jokes about, I think about Jews, and then so they came back with dentist jokes, and he's an anti-dentite.
A person who's prejudiced against dentists. You're right, Bobby. Kramer accuses Jerry of being an anti-dentite. If Jerry refuses to dentist as those people, the whatever. Bro.
Bro?
Man bro.
Very good, Corey. Man's ear.
Man's ear. I would recognize man's ear.
Well, it says bro, and it just got out
That's
here.
all right. Go ahead.
An item invented by Kramer after seeing Frank without his shirt on. Kramer called him a bro. Tony, you got one of them?
Frank's got one.
And the funny scene in there is when George's mother walks in on Kramer and her dad, and they're sitting there showing trying those things on, and she goes, oh my God!
Didn't he used to be a brassiere salesman?
Yeah,
he was a brassiere salesman. Close talker.
Oh, that was where.
When they're right up in
right in
your
your
face.
face.
A person who gets uncomfortably close to the other person's face during a conversation, and it goes on. Double dipper.
That's
Dipping in the
chips
and sauce.
Everyone should know that.
George did that.
Yeah.
Didn't he also get some food out of the garbage?
A donut.
Yeah, it was a pastry.
That's when the fire happened in the bubble boy.
Yeah.
He ran over everybody to get out of the house.
That was at a birthday party, right?
Yeah.
He was dressed up as a clown, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he get the heck out of the way.
Yeah.
He said fire, and he ran over everybody.
Festivus.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
rest of us.
And that was the George and his family's little
An alternative holiday to Christmas in which family members tell each other all the ways they're disappointed them throughout the year. Decorations included a pole and traditions including the airing of grievances and feats of strength.
Oh, yeah, they had to come in and put the pole in.
Man hands.
Oh, that's the woman that
Big old hands, yeah.
Jerry, he was trying to undo a bottle or something, and she goes, here, let me help. And those hands, it enveloped that bottle.
Wasn't that the one that cooked the mutton? And she just tore the meat up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What is mutton, anyway?
I don't know what mutton is.
That's what he's
Mutton is
looking
not.
Sheep.
What is it?
Barbecue sheep. Yada, yada, yada. A phrase used to skim over important details of a conversation.
Yeah, that's when I think
Yada,
Elaine was talking about going home with us.
Career. Yada, yada, yada.
And Elaine was talking about going home with this guy, and we got in there, and yada, yada, yada. I'm real tired today.
And that caught on. That caught on. Everybody started using
What
that.
is the one item that is shown in every single Seinfeld
Superman.
episode? Yeah, Superman.
Yeah, Bobby, the quote was very good. My old boyfriend came over late last night, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I'm really tired today. So anyway.
I watch Seinfeld all the time. The only problem with the ones that are running now, they've run them 1,000 times. So let's get some new ones on.
Kind of like our Country Rover replays on Monday.
Well, maybe.
So many people have asked me, why don't you do some new ones?
I think you're going to start.
Now that my political career has come to a sudden halt.
You know, I told Jamie
have
that
something to do.
10 years ago. I said, man, you need to bring out the Country Rover and start doing a few.
Or do were they now if some of them are still alive?
Well, you know, it'd be ironic. I talked to Channel 31 the other day, as a matter of fact. I got to get back to that line in just a second, remind me. And I talked to Keith Lowhorn up there, you know. And I was talking about running some political ads. Who do I need to call? Well, we don't need that anymore. But I said, might do some Country Rover. This will be, for you folks listening, and the hundreds of thousands of you watch every day, 20 years since I last did a Country Rover story. This year.
Really?
So I left 3192.
Why don't you get back to work?
Well, what did you call it on Channel 48?
Cooper and Company. I wasn't allowed to use Country Rover.
That's right.
Until 99. Oh, here was my point. They've been talking a lot about forgiveness at church, you know, John, and then Dennis up here yesterday talking about it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I said Don Mansell's coming up tomorrow. So I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to go this route, I might as well invite Tony Mason and Gary Dobbs up here next week.
I tell you right now, I was just going to say, Frank, you and I just need to leave because lightning's going to strike here. That's all I can tell you.
You're doing good on that forgiveness thing.
But I ain't really going to do that.
Hey, can I tell you,
That lasted about 30 seconds.
on the Country Rover, everybody keeps asking, when's he going to go back and revisit Melvin and Mamie Duggar?
We haven't seen them
A
lately.
lot of people ask about them. They sure do. They'd have voted for me.
I want to know about the chainsaw guy. What was his name?
He's,
What was his name?
Chainsaw guy. James Flowery. Thank
Flowery.
you, Brad.
Is
it's
James still
amazing
around?
how quick my memory is.
Is James still around?
Yeah, last I heard he was.
The last time we saw him a couple years ago, he comes up to my side on the truck, and he comes up, you know, close, speaking of close, and he pops out his dentures.
No.
Yes, I was like, gosh,
I'm surprised he has any mouth left after some of the things that he did with that mouth.
Well, and I know Bo the Bulldog passed away, the dog over in Sardis, in Boaz that sucked the tailpipes on the truck.
Yes.
He had no teeth.
He didn't last long. It's like an exhaust
That
pipe.
dog, his teeth were about that long, weren't they?
They were all
Bo the
gone.
Bulldog stuck in an exhaust pipe. But
Gosh. How about then? I remember the one I gave you some music for about the three-legged dog.
Was it three or two-legged
Two-legged
dog?
dog.
Did y'all see
I
that?
would say it was three. but maybe
Yesterday,
two.
that sheep, that goat that was born.
Get
with,
around,
six
Bobby. What's the
legs?
song? I get around.
With
No,
what?
I gave you one called the
6 legs.
Roadrunner.
Six
Yeah,
legs on a
okay.
goat.
I told my daughter, I said, I bet it can run fast. It was on the news yesterday. It was born with 6 legs.
Anyway,
I thought that was kind of weird.
being a political loser.
You're not.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
You know what?
Except I actually made it through the campaign and got beat.
Yeah, well, you got further than that. Zach, I know you don't vote for Charles Woodruff, but I had convinced you to vote for me.
You were making me.
Well, man, don't be backing up on me.
No, I was really thinking about it.
How long does it take you? You're on TV up here with me.
I'd vote for Gloria. I'd vote for you because of Gloria.
Well, I really was.
Don't embarrass him again.
Don't embarrass
Look, he's turning around already.
Hey, I don't want to talk politics. I've had friends ask me before. So everybody, half of Limestone County ought to vote. I said, I'm not running for nothing. And what happened to you is the reason why.
He texted me yesterday, said, I do not want to discuss politics anymore. I'm tired of discussing politics.
Let me tell you again, politics, if y'all don't know,
It's brutal.
Serious
is
business.
tough. I'm kidding, tough.
Hey, it don't matter how good of friends you are with somebody. If they're running against
They
you.
come after you. I almost had to have round-the-clock protection.
I thought Gloria was going to get you yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she kind of put
top of you.
We don't need this.
It's funny how I make you.
Show that shot of me one more time in front of the seal. I just want people to know this is what it could have been like.
Boy.
It could have been like this.
Yeah, I by the way, I could have won the lottery yesterday, too. So.
Yeah, well, if I'd been in there like that, but anyway, Don Mansell here tomorrow.
That's right.
Hang on for that. Let's take a
All is
break. Come
well.
right back. We'll check in with Jeffrey in just a little bit. ZNN coming up next. Y'all, hang on.